Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a very special episode of Wrestling Prime. I am your host, the Bolton Broadcasting, Tom Dog. Yes, Wrestling Prime, WrestleMania 41, Night 2 has just finished wrapped up just a few um oh, I'll say about like 15 minutes ago. Just getting the last minute notes in and everything in my drink of the evening. And so yeah, we are here, and so yeah, going to break down everything that happened at WrestleMania Night 2 of WrestleMania 41, and so yeah, it's in the books, and yeah, this was an interesting show. But before we get to all that, before we even do, we got to do something. It's very important that we do, and we have to at least acknowledge our sponsor, which is W Energy. And what is W Energy? It is an energy supplement that has no sugar, no artificial colors, flavors, or dyes, and zero chances of you laying out, getting laid out. So, if you want to have your own WrestleMania moment, then you will get the best that this drink that offers, and that is W Energy. And right now, if you go to w.gg right now, really, you go right now, use that promo code BRILL at the checkout, and you'll save 30% on your purchase. Anything at the store, you go to the as soon as you go to that checkout, punch in that promo code that you see right there, BRILL, and you'll save 30% on your purchase. So yeah, it's a good product, and it's not like this crap that I'm drinking. But nonetheless, you will feel good. So, um, just a reminder, also too, um, locker room code is still available. Sin City 41 WM, for those who play WWE 2K25. Use that. You punch in that locker room code now until the 27th, I believe, either the 27th or the 28th. And let's see. It doesn't. Let's see. Okay. I don't have time for it. So yeah. Chat is open, so come on in, say hi. Let us know what you thought of tonight's WrestleMania, of night 2 of WrestleMania 41. And we are going to go good here. Real quickly, just also that I also want to mention too, Happy Easter. Hope everybody had a safe and happy Easter. Hope the Easter Bunny was really good to you, as well as, of course, the 420 for those who also celebrate 420. So yeah, those chocolate bunnies really came in handy if you celebrate both. So there you go. Why am I fade into black? That was weird. Hmm. Anywho, so um, so before we get into tonight's results and everything, and my review, my take on it, um, during the pre during the countdown show, they announced where next year WrestleMania is going to be, and it's going to be back in New Orleans for the third time. And the graphic looks pretty much the same. And I'm actually gonna find that because I know they posted. I know there's a logo. Yep, here we go. Oh my god, are you serious? Yeah, that's kind of stupid, really. Oh my god, are you serious? This is stupid. Having a hard time. Okay. Well, the graphic. I do apologize for the graphic. Um, so I do apologize for it, but yeah, this yeah, okay. So that is trying to get this up there, and I'm getting like pop-ups now. So yeah, that is the logo for next year's WrestleMania, April 11th and the 12th at the Caesar Superdome. Uh, yeah, remove viruses. Jesus. All right. All right. Hold on, folks. Oh, middle of a show. I'm in the middle of a show. Yes. I'm in the middle of a show and I'm getting interrupted by pop-ups. So I'll run the show. I'll run the scan later. So yeah. There. Like busy doing a show here and getting notifications about that. See, now I'm gonna get them. I'm in the middle of a show here. I have time for this. Okay. So okay. All right. So WrestleMania. WrestleMania Night 2. Okay, let's get going here. Um, Here we go. So we got so yeah, the opening match. Um, Io Sky defending her Women's World Championship against Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. And this was a really good match. Very good opener. Um, Later. Jesus Christ. I'm in the middle of a show here. Um, so yeah, very good opener. Um, everybody was everybody was on their game and everything like that. Definitely this was a time for you know what? I'm getting distracted. Not by the, you know, not by gotta use the men's room. I gotta use the bathroom. So um I'll be right back and we'll start the review. Okay, sorry about that, folks. So, all right. So, okay, so let's start this over again. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky defending her Women's World Championship against Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. Um, this was a very good opener. Everybody was so into this match. Um, a lot of good spots and everything like that. Of course, Bianca using her hair as a whip, cracked on Rhea Ripley, and yeah, that was it was a really good spot and everything. This match was absolutely perfect. Um, Io Sky retains. A plus match. This was a really good way to open up WrestleMania, and so yeah, very good spot. Up next, Drew McIntyre um, um, goes up against Damian Priest, and I just gotta say, before we go into this, my review of this match, um, Drew McIntyre, his entrance was actually really good. It was a um, it was the yeah, okay, that's all I want to know. Um, his entrance theme was a take on Doom: The Dark Ages that's going to be coming out in next month, I believe. Yeah, next month. And oh no, pre-orders is this week, and I think yeah, it is coming out next month, either next month or June. But nonetheless, this was a very I liked it. I like the presence and everything, and I just want to say to Bethesda, if this isn't um a skin that a downloadable skin, I'm gonna be upset. I mean, this was a really good that was a really good theme that they used, and I liked it. And it definitely has to have that skin when you um available. That skin definitely has to become available. Um I don't care if it's free. I'll pay for it too and everything like that because I'm gonna get the game. So yeah, it looks really really good. And so yeah, that was a great way to promote the new Doom game that's going to be coming out this in a couple of months. So yeah, looks really good. The match was good too. I felt bad, however, for the lead guitarist um for Slayer. He had a pretty good guitar riff, however, um you couldn't it was the audio for it was not good. So I don't know how it was for those who were at attendance, it but hearing it on pay-per-view on Peacock um was kind of choppy and could have been a lot better. But yeah. But nonetheless, the match was also a really good match. Um, very brutal at times, and yeah, definitely was worth every moment of it. And Drew McIntyre picked up the victory um, for the win, and finally got his victory. And so yeah, B plus match, B plus. Um, Up next is, I forgot to do this. There. Penta. Braun Breaker defending his Intercontinental belt against Penta, Dirty Dom, and Finn Balor in a fatal four-way match. Very good match. Very good match. And crowd was definitely into this match. There was that point where excuse me, where Finn Balor, near the end, Finn Balor um, betrays Dominic. Dominic breaks the count with the frog splash, pinning Finn Balor to win and become the new WWE Intercontinental Champion. Congratulations to Dirty Dom on winning the match. Very good. I guess everybody was really was into it. He had a huge pop at the end and everything like that. So yeah, very good. Hopefully he'll maybe might see him become a babyface soon. Um, Hopefully. And so yeah, I give this match an A minus. Very good match. Um, Up next, Randy Orton versus whom? Who does it come out? It came out, said what he had to say, and wait for somebody to come out. It would have made sense for Sami Zayn to come out and help his, to fill in for his buddy, but that didn't happen. However, we got treated to a real surprise, a real treat, and I was really happy about this, and I'm sure everybody was. Joe Hendry came out, and yes, I believe in Joe Hendry, and I'm saying his name once again. I haven't said his name in a while because I kept saying his name. If you remember, I kept saying his name, but he has not appeared. I'm a little bit upset by that. So, and once again, I'm saying Joe Hendry, and I believe in Joe Hendry, and I believe that Joe Hendry was going to make an appearance at WrestleMania, and he did. And I believe in Joe Hendry, and he appeared, and good presence, and this was a good match. Um, Randy Orton won, of course, but still was good to see a contracted TNA wrestler not, you know, not being involved in the Royal Rumble, but actually a TNA champion, current TNA champion, show up at WrestleMania, and you're welcome. Because remember last season I brought this up, saying, saying that um, TNA and WWE were coming in cahoots and everything like that, and yeah, what if scenario. And I hope, like I said at the beginning, that I opened up a Pandora's box, and I did. So you're welcome. You're welcome. And oh yeah, um, a solid A, I believe it was a good presence. Last minute decision, but yeah, Joe Hendry answered the call and made a good presence. Up next, AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. Um, what did you expect for a Logan Paul match to have his guy, his boyfriend come out and with the, I don't know, I don't even know how he jumped the barricade and everything like that without getting called out by security and everything like that. Something's got to be done with about that. And the brass knuckles, luckily didn't come into play, but it almost did. Had Karrion Kross um, um, hadn't been there to stop it, and but yeah, it was but yeah, AJ was wanting to do the right thing, didn't want to get disqualified and everything, and but nonetheless, Logan Paul didn't use the brass knucks, and but still picked up the victory. And um, even though AJ, the mats. So with that being said, AJ gets a B plus grade. Um, However, Logan Paul gets the F minus. So yeah. Um, so yeah, I'm not too. Everybody knows how I feel about Logan Paul, and I don't need to keep repeating it. So yeah, not too happy about that. Yeah. My hatred for Logan Paul will never ever change, and I will plan to write. Sometime this week, I'm going to right those wrongs between this match and make the match a lot better. And I'm going to use it through the device of my of WWE 2K25. Up next, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez defend their women's tag champions against Lyra Valkyria and a mystery partner, because last night on night one of WrestleMania, Bailey was attacked, and we don't know who did it. And so, excuse me. But nonetheless, a tag team partner was found, and Becky Lynch returns. The man returns and put on a really good show. Put on a really good match. Definitely um, worth watching. Um, all four women were really, really good. Both look good out there. Match was a classic seesaw battle. But yeah, this was a really good moment here. Becky and Lyra with the win, and to become the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, A minus grade. Really, really good. Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out and in an ATV and hit the barricade and startled someone in the front row, which was right there. And yeah, she didn't look too happy about that, but I hope everything is okay. Hope she wasn't uh, injured that well. Hope everything was okay and everything. But yeah, um, but yeah, Steve Austin lost control of his ATV, hit the barricade. So, not a good way to come out and everything. Um, so yeah, he came out to give the attendance, and there was 63,226 um added to uh last night's 61,467. Um, let's see. So only one way we can do this. Where's that calculator? Ah, here we go. Okay, 63,000. Let's see. So the grand total 124,693 between the two shows. So yeah, not bad. Not a bad start there. So yeah. So there we go. Okay, up next is our main event. Hey, C Money. Yes. Okay. And so yeah. Um we're actually you're just in time to watch the event give out my review of that match, the main event. John Cena, Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. And you know to be quite honest with you, this match was very good on its own. Um, you know, classic heel versus baby face, and you know, with the referee spot taking a hit, did not need Travis Scott to be there. Um, Travis, you know, this match would have gotten a higher grade had Travis Scott not show up. Um, and John Cena of course, taking advantage of the distraction and the interference from Travis. Um, even at one point, even before Travis Scott came out, John Cena removed the turnbuckle pad while the referee was down. Um, Nailed Cody with the at the exposed turnbuckle, and then of course um, another AA for good measure, and kicks out of the count. Then Travis comes out, does what he does, and then after all that, Cody goes for the pin. 1-2. Referee gets pulled out from by Travis, and Travis gets nailed for his efforts and everything. And so yeah. Um, and then after all that, John Cena was about to hit Cody with the belt. Cody blocks it and snatches the belt away. And John Cena said, "Hit me with the belt. Make your choice. Either hit me, win the match and everything, or make your choice." And then of course, he throws the belt down, and John, then John Cena, you know, kicks him in the nuts, takes the belt, hits him with it. 1, 2, 3. Cena, 17-time WWE champion. And let's see, money is right. However, you could still have John Cena win the belt and not have Travis Scott come out here. And here's the perfect way to finish that on to make a more positive finish. Still have John Cena the heel and walk out the champion, walk out the belt. Still do the same spot. The referee. After the referee gets nailed and everything like that. Then after the referee comes to, about to do another spot and everything. Referee gets sandwiched again, gets out there again. Then do the spot. No Travis Scott. Didn't need Travis Scott to be there. Didn't need to. Then do the spot with John Cena grabbing the belt and everything like that. And after Cody comes to and everything like that, and still do that finish where they're holding the belt, struggling for it. Then Cody, wins the struggle and hesitates on going for the belt. And then do the same finish. 1, 2, 3. Cena still wins. Would have been over. Would have been easier with that. Didn't need Travis Scott out there to begin with. And it was, like I said, this match would have made a much, would have been an A+ match had Travis Scott not show up. The fact that The Rock wasn't even there either was kind of was also very questionable, because I think that spot would have been better with The Rock instead of Travis if they were going to go with that route. And I think that would have been a better situation if they were going to go with that run in. Travis had no, Travis didn't need to be there. Didn't need to. You could still have heel Cena do his spot, and you did without Travis Scott, you didn't, you still would, we still would have been able to hate on John Cena because that was still, you could still be that heel without anybody coming out there, and for that to happen and everything, it was just a disappointment. So yeah, um, that's why I'm giving this match a solid A. Um, because it was that's what it was. It was a solid A match. It would have been an A plus match had Travis Scott not be there. So would have made a better story. Just saying. And but John Cena becomes 17-time world champion and 17-time WWE um, champion for the 17th time. So congrats on him. And so yeah. Um, Overall grade for night 2 of WrestleMania 41 is a solid A. A lot of good matches on this card. Match of the night, of course, goes to Randy Orton, and basically match of the night it has to go to the triple threat match. Um, oops. Um, women's there. I did put down uh, Randy and Joe Hendry, but I just realized that the women's triple threat match was a higher grade. So yeah, um, kudos, kudos to that. Worst match of the night. No offense to AJ, it's not his fault, but Logan Paul made it that way. And night 2 moment from WrestleMania 41. Of course, that honor does go to Joe Hendry, um, TNA champion, making his WrestleMania debut, and did a really good job and everything. So yeah, and it just proves that is a the TNA contracted wrestler going up against Joe Hendry. I mean, going against a contracted WWE superstar. So yeah, history was made, and that match was good. And so yeah, solid A show, and there's no question. Um, there's no cause for debate here and everything. We all know who won the night, and that was night 2. Night 2 was a better show after the you know I mean, it could have either gone either. It was really close between the two shows, but yeah. Um, Even though I gave a B plus to night 1 last night, so yeah. Um, but yeah, it was a tough call and everything like that. But but sure enough, the best matches were the triple threat matches between the two nights. So yeah, that goes for something, you know. And but yeah, it was a really good match. And so but yeah, night 2 was the better show. A lot of surprises, a lot of moments and everything. So but nonetheless, not really, not too much disappointing matches and everything like that. And like I said, because I'm always going to be um, I'm always going to be biased when it comes to anybody. I'm always going to be opinionated over Logan Paul, and because that's how he comes off, and I got to have that one, you know. So, but nonetheless, of course, if Logan lost, it would have been a better match. But um, AJ should not have lost this match. I'm just saying, and so, but I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna tell a different story on how that match should have gone down and everything. So be on the lookout for that. So, um, so with that being said, thank you all so much for tuning in. Um, yeah, this show went off pretty well, and so yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you, C Money, for hanging out with us tonight, and be sure to follow me on Blue Sky at TomDog247. If you miss any of tonight's episode, you can check it out as soon as I turn off the camera. Samoan spiked that like, and if you like it, comment down below what was your favorite match on WrestleMania, on both nights, and what you thought was the better night that won. Like to know in the comment section down below, and ring the bell to stay notified of what I'm going to be doing next. And be sure to support small streamers like myself by doing the most important thing, like myself. And be sure to support small streamers like myself by doing the most important thing that you could do for a small streamers like myself, and that is acknowledge the subscribe button. We will thank you for this special for the for once again doing this Wrestling Prime tradition that we always do. It's never going to change, even though I do two shows of Wrestling Prime now, um, and everything. But everything on this show will still stay the same when it comes to WWE content. So I'm really glad for that. And so yeah, look for other stuff going on. Um, took a little mini vacation. Um, took a little break from Channel X and Wrestling Prime Elite to make this show happen, and to me, I thought it was a really good, paid off well, and which means that Thursday we'll be back in full force with another fun-filled episode of Channel X, and once again, we're going to be talking more Nintendo stuff because apparently everyone still wants to talk about it. So, so I'm pretty much going to be defending Mario Kart World, um, and why the game's price tag is what's best for business. And so yeah, um, but nonetheless, thank you all so much for tuning in. And so yeah, be on the lookout for that. And then of course, Friday um, will be another episode of Wrestling Prime, and then on Saturday, of course, we'll be back in full effect with Wrestling Prime Elite. So yeah, we have a lot to catch up, a lot to catch up with and everything. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Um, so but yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in, and we will see you. We'll see you on Thursday. Till then, this is Tom Dog saying take care. So long. Peace. Good night, everybody. Hope everybody had a good WrestleMania.